Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and hello, hi, welcome to Weekly Reads where I talk about the books that I read in the past week and the ones that I'm reading currently. Okay, so basically, it's a very, like I would say, cold morning, and mornings in Mumbai are pretty cold these days. So, yeah, the hoodie's on. But that being said, I am very excited for this week's weekly reads because I'm going to be showing you a few books that, you know, it's like we are soon reaching the end of the year right now, and I've already met my Goodreads goal, so that's cool. Like my so generally what I do is I keep incrementing the goal every time I meet it. So I generally increment the goal by 10 books, and my final goal for this year again is 80 books. Okay, so I'm just like gonna keep it there. So last year my goal was 80 books as well, and it was like at the end of the year I read 93, but this year I think I'm not going to reach 93. I'll maybe reaching like 85 max, but that's it. Okay, so that's like a reading update right there. And in the past week I finished one book, and the book that I finished in the past week was actually this one. This is Jasmine Days by Benjamin, and I absolutely loved it. Okay, now of course I gave this 4 stars, so I do find like a few things missing, but I do recommend this on a very high level because it talks about a lot of topics that are relevant in today's day and age. I learned a lot through this book, especially about Islam, about Sunnis and Shias, and it's very interesting to see the perspective from which the book is written. The book is written from the perspective of Samira Parveen, who is a Pakistani immigrant in an unnamed Middle East country. Okay, and the backdrop is that of the Arab Spring, where a lot of Middle Eastern countries are revolting against tyrannical rulers basically. And yeah, like I recommend this if you're looking for something based in the Arab Spring, if you're looking for something based on you know revolution in general. This is something I recommend, and along with revolution you also get like a lot of anecdotes about Islam. You also kind of understand the perspective of Southeast Asian immigrants in the Middle East, because there are a lot of Indians, Bangladeshis and Pakistanis in the Middle East. And it was a very like heartbreaking journey, this particular book, so I do recommend it. And of course, like I'm not going to give you spoilers, but getting to my currently reading list, one of the books that I picked up right after Jasmine Days because I wanted something similar was this one. This is A Mother of 1084 by Mahashweta Devi, translated from Bangla. Oh, by the way, this one was translated from Malayalam by Shahnaz Habib, and this one was translated from Bangla by Samik Bandyopadhyay. Okay, so basically, the theme of both these books are pretty similar, and there is a theme of loss that is involved in both of them. Okay, and I really wanted to like get into that thing of when you lose someone, and it's a very gray area because you do not know how or what or why things are. Like that's what both of these books kind of portray, and this is something that I wanted to read since a long time, plus it's a short book for the end of the year. So yeah, I'm totally engrossed in this book. It's a very heartbreaking read because it talks about a mother and a son, and the son is you know prisoner number 1084. Okay, so yeah, recommend this already, although I'm just like 30 pages down, 100 more pages to go. So yeah, that's that. And the next book that I'm 46% done with is French Exit by Patrick Dewitt, and this is a book that I'm reading on audio currently, and it's a pretty short audiobook. It's a 7-hour audiobook, and I really like this audiobook a lot. It's basically about Frances, who's the mother, and Malcolm. So Frances Price and Malcolm Price, and they are these really rich AF people. I think in like 1960s, 70s, or like before that, like I think even 50s. New York City and they have this very lavish lifestyle, and then they find themselves in financial trouble and then they just run away to France. So it's supposed to be witty, it's supposed to be funny, and I get it and I'm enjoying it. It's just like reading a tabloid or a gossip magazine, and the way Patrick Dewitt writes, it's very sarcastic. So I'm absolutely like chuckling at this book. Although I'm not chuckling as much as others are chuckling because it's a lot of Western humor involved, but I like this book so far, so that's good. And other than that, I'm reading this book and I'm not going to give you any comments or anything about it because I've just like stopped reading it for now because I just felt like will I DNF it? I don't know. I'm just like I just picked this up on a whim and I decided that I want to read it, and I've just left it halfway. So it's dying out there. But my reading mood currently is very specifically loss and death, and especially, I also put it out there on Goodreads that I want you to recommend me books which actually have which kind of talk about our flawed system, our flawed governments, and the death associated with these governments. And both of these books kind of have that same theme. So if you have any book that kind of talks about it, please let me know. Translated, anything is fine. But I'm looking forward to read such books. And preferably they could be short like this, or they could be like under 300 pages, preferably like not huge ass books. And also these books should be fiction. Because what I'm looking out for is like an emotional journey, what the victims have to face, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's that. So yeah, that's it. This is the weekly reads for this week, and the end of the year is here. I do have some plans, some video plans for the end of the year, but I don't think it'll be as full-fledged as last year because last year was the first time I'd gotten back to YouTube. So my plan for this year is not like in concrete yet, but I'm planning some stuff. So let's just hope for the best. Okay, cool. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.